as my girlfriend's making me say, this is a steering wheel. But this video we're going to take stock steering wheel, nothing fancy about it, and wrap it with some new leather, better stitching, and even top stripe. So you're going to need, most of them come with it, but it's not the best. I got specifically Duck Craft double-sided permanent stick-on tape. I don't know which way is going to be upside down, which way is going to be right side up. Sorry, it's hunting for focus. Comes in a nice roll. Something to cut the tape with, and excess thread. I don't think there's much else other than the wheel, needle, and a thread. So, first step, we're actually going to put the wheel to the side. Turn our attention to the actual leather wrap itself. So, to keep the steering wheel's new leather from spinning on the old, we're going to take this double-sided tape. It sounds a lot more ghetto than it actually is. And we are going to wrap the wheel, not the whole thing, but the outside portion of this in the double-sided tape to keep it from spinning and also pull it down. We're also going to add some onto the steering wheel portion in a couple specific spots, and I'll show you that in a second. But I'm just going to cut sections off and tape around here. A couple spots I wanted to specifically point out. Up at the top strip where you have your top stitch, whether you have a color or not, you're going to want to put a full strip here because this is a spot you're going to feel a lot and you don't want this to wiggle. Down at the openings here, you are going to want to put a piece across the sides here. We are going to put some on the steering wheel around this edge because we need it to actually hold on. And when this folds over, you're going to want it to stick. Other than that, it's just wrap around like this, like you see here. Just wrap it around and you should be good. I don't know if this is in focus. I'm using a different camera because my GoPro doesn't reach this high. So I'll be back with you guys when I'm finished doing this, but I don't have much longer and we'll start the other process. Okay, so I got this wrapped. We're going to go to the next piece here now. So I'm going to set this off to the side. The steering wheel portion, we're going to want to go to the back side. This will be different depending on the car you're doing. I'm doing an MR2 right now. So if you guys are watching for an MR2, this is going to be it. Sorry. Buying more parts for the build, don't need to worry about that. But on the back side here, where the original leather, as you can see, wraps around and stops, we're going to want to put some on here because we do have a plastic that covers this, but we don't want it to peel back from it. So we're going to want to put some on each side here and at the base here. Not as important on the MR2s at the base. The first time around I did it, it stuck really well, but just to get a little bit on the rollover lip, just to keep it taped down so when it does, you hit the horn or whatever, it doesn't pop back out. And same thing on the sides here. So now we're here. You can see they're right where the leather kind of stops and the plastic starts on the steering wheel. Again, I don't think this is in focus, but you can see where the white starts. I did also place one back here because it was a big piece. The other places are inside where the leather stops on either side of here. I didn't really do much with this one because it wasn't really an issue last time. If I think it needs it, I'll just peel it back, stick a piece of tape under it, and fold it back over and seal it down. Excuse me. But this part is where you're going to actually get this, now that you have it all taped. You can kind of see on mine, there's a ton of tape. Trust me, it's better to do more tape now than have to tear it off and redo it all over again, like I did last time. So the more tape you use, the better it's going to stick. But you're going to take this now and wrap it over. You're not going to take the sticky stuff off yet because that's going to come when you have it all seated. And it's not that hard to squeeze it out. But we're just going to wrap this around here. It is going to be tight to get over here, but not too bad. From here, you're just going to grab it and twist it. It'll be easy to kind of line it up. You'll know when it's where it's supposed to be. They'll be even on each side. Just kind of pull it, stretch it to where it needs to go. Once you have it kind of where you want it, this is the part where you're going to go around. I don't suggest taking it all off at once. I'm going to start on one of the shorter sections to show you guys on video, so probably this section. I'm going to go underside, peel the tape off, get it centered, and stick it down. And then once I get to that point where it's stuck down and ready, I'll come back and start with you guys showing you what to do next. Whoops. So from here, you're gonna take your thread. I suggest taking more than you're gonna need. Kind of measure it out. Get about 3 times the length of what you're gonna stitch, 2 to 3 times. That should be about enough. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Give it a little extra. And that's what we'll go in here and give it a cut. So we'll take this end and grab our needle. And of course I lost mine. I'll be right back. I'm an idiot. Got our needle, just give it a thread real quick. Now, I'm not sure if this needle's too big. I did actually go get a new needle because the one I had broke. Not the funnest thing because broke into a lot of little pieces. But we're gonna just tie a knot in this. And feed the other end of the loop through it. You can tie your knot a different way. This is just how I tie mine. Bring it down and cinch it up. So we got a good bit of thread here. And we're gonna go find our opening piece that we are gonna start with. I'm gonna start with this section here, which on the steering wheel is gonna be the bottom portion. The thing you wanna make sure of is when you stitch the first part, don't stitch it too tight because that'll create gaps on the other side. So we just wanna make sure that you can I can't really show you, but just make sure the leather meets in the middle. It doesn't pull over top of each other or overlap. Just make sure it meets in the middle. And then on the other side, when you stitch it, it'll pull it tight. The best I can to get you guys to see here, but we did get it started. There's really no way in the corners here. I've tried. This is the second time I've wrapped this wheel. There's really no way to get it perfect in the corner to not have any like little gap. Small gap's okay, but if it's a big gap, don't worry. Don't just try to redo it. The best I can do for this one, but I'll be back when I have some more done on here. Oh, I didn't record that. Well, we got one side done. It looks pretty. There are some gaps. It's not perfect. So I'm not gonna say it like that. It's not comfortable. It's not perfect. It's close to it. As close as I can get for a really, really cheap steering wheel wrap. But we are getting closer. I'm not gonna film the rest of this. I'm literally just peel, stick, and stitch. So I'm going to continue on this without you guys, but I will be back because there are some pieces that are going to be kind of difficult and they aren't very straightforward because there's no instructions for it. So I'm going to do all that. I will be back with you. Mainly it is the flaps on the steering wheels, but kind of need to show you when it's done, so I will be back when it is finished. So, I don't know if you can see here, we got this all done. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. It took me like an hour and a half. Things I would like to change about this, but I don't really have a way to. There's not a really good way to hold these tabs down. I just kind of stuck double-sided tape in there and pulled it tight. It's the best I can do, but I'm gonna go try to take you guys out there with the GoPro. I don't know what you guys are gonna be able to see because it is dark out. let me just try to adjust this real quick. Hi, you're upside down. Whoa. But yeah, it's dark out. There's nothing to really see out there. Oh, you're really close. But yeah, that is the wheel. But we're gonna go try to install this on the car. So I'll take you out on the GoPro. Not the best recording, but I had to do it because it's like 20 minutes later. It is way too dark out, even with the GoPro and the light in my car, to be able to record that properly. I struggled for like 5 minutes to get the wheel out. There's plenty of videos on YouTube you guys can look up on how to remove the steering wheel. I don't need to show you guys because I'm not that great at it, so figure it out on your own. The wheel, it's almost done. I will have pictures and videos when it is done, but for now, that's just going to be the video on wrapping the steering wheel. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please take the time to like, subscribe. Go, if you came from YouTube, go over to TikTok. If you came from TikTok over here, please don't forget to subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. This is really what I'm trying to focus on, and if you guys can help me out, that'd be great. Other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you need help finding one for your car, or if you need a link to one, I can help you with that. If you guys enjoyed, do what you got to do. You have a great night, and thank you so much.